I keep on falling, falling and falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry, 'cause I keep on falling, falling and falling. The dealer of pain is what they call me. And I keep on falling, falling, falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry, I keep on falling, 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 falling. The dealer of pain is what they call me. And I keep on falling, falling, falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry, I keep on falling, 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 falling. The dealer of pain is what they call me.
How about now? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? How about now? Can you guys hear me? Better? Can you guys hear me? How about now? All right. Thank you. I apologize for that. I should have did a mic check. Rookie mistake. I apologize. It happens from time to time. Thank you guys for cueing me for that. Now I got to do it all over again. Rewind. Okay, let's start from the top again. J.R. Hartley, welcome, sir. Centero59, good to see you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shannon Emerson, welcome. Sis, welcome, welcome. Mr. Super Sidewinder, welcome, sir. Good to see you, good to see you. Tarita Cirque, welcome, ma'am. Good to see you, good to see you. Brian Roy, King Roy, welcome, sir. Good to see you. RG, welcome to the Foundry. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. Heresy Seed, welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. All right, okay, all right, all right. Okay, it is good to see you guys. Mr. Soups, Tarita Cirque, Heresy Seed, J.R. Hartley, Centero 59, RG. All right. And again, what I was saying earlier was thank you for joining us here. Shannon Emerson. Good to see our sister Shannon Emerson is also here. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Let's try it again. Better? Let me check my audio real quick. Whip, 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 whip. The wire sounds frayed, huh? Okay. All right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a. Is it better? Okay. Is it better? Okay. Testing, testing. It's better. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, now I know which headphones not to use. All right. So I won't use these. I just decided I would go. I've been going with these last few weeks because it's just smaller. It's not bulky. It's not like cans on my head, and it just plugs right into the audio jack instead of a USB. So it frees up USB space. But I have to get a different set of headphones. Roger that. I will take care of that. I will do that. I will do that because I don't want to come across this issue ever again. That's a freaking rookie mistake. But I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you for pointing that out. Look crazy, but shit, it happens from time to time. Thanks. Again, let me repeat. Shout out to you guys in the Foundry. I said hi to y'all already. But I see you. I see you. And I acknowledge y'all. And thank you for joining us today. And again, you guys on the Europe side and the Africa side, out there, out east. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining us. And I know that, you know, sometimes I catch you guys a little bit late based on the time that I start, or what you guys might consider early, depending on how you see things, right? So at least today, give you guys an opportunity after dinner and ice cream and your walk to come join us here on the Foundry and then let yourselves be known. So there's that. Wanted to drop here for you guys. That right there is the link to the OWRS app. Please contribute to the OWRS. We are in phase 2. Let's get phase 2 started and kicked off. Phase 2 is done and it's a wrap. So phase 1, we've accomplished. We're done. Things are looking good. Now we're in phase 2 and making that happen. Yeah. So yes, today is great for the Europeans. All right. Okay, Tarita. All right, Tarita. So a couple of things I wanted to bring before you guys and to let you guys know for yourself. So there is a new administrator for NASA, or a guy that's being nominated as the new administrator for NASA. His name is Jared Isaacman. Jared Isaacman. I didn't nominate this guy. I don't even think it's possible for me to nominate this guy. I don't know how I look. Okay. How do I look now? Okay. Hopefully I look a little bit more clear and not as hopefully I look a little bit more clear. All right. So Jared Isaacman is the new administrator for NASA, right? Dude from New Jersey. He was the original pick from Elon Musk. He's also Jewish. So I figured you guys would need to know that, right? Jared Isaacman. A couple of things just going on. A guy that's going to the White House to go meet with the president. Yeah, we'll get the fittest flat earther to tell us who Jared used to be. Okay, all right. So that's okay. So you have this guy that's going to the White House that used to be Al Qaeda, right? And Al Qaeda, the biggest terrorist group that we've known, right? Aside from the Israeli Mossad, the biggest terrorist group that we've known. This guy's visiting the White House. Originally in charge of Al Qaeda, they probably had a goddamn playing card with his face on it. And now he's out there visiting the White House, and instead of wearing a dang Islamic garb or anything, he's wearing a suit. And he's also, just so you guys know, in case you didn't know, he's also in charge of Syria. He's now the new president of Syria after they managed to jar loose Bashar al-Assad, who was previously the president of Syria. Now he's gone, and now they have this quote-unquote terrorist that's in charge. This isn't me that make these things happen. This is our government that puts these things into play. And it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. This guy is now in charge. So, I don't have a say in it, but that's how they make these things happen. Just want to bring these things to your attention because I'm going to kind of roll into what I've come to learn. I'm not really going to get too heavy on the videos today, and I'm not even going to be taking too much of y'all's time. But recently, just so you guys are aware, I've been offered money, right? I've been offered money to go debate, they want to now call it a discussion. So this is how the synagogue of Satan works, right? They change the wording around so that they can lure you into a trap. They've been offering me money, $2,000. Now it's $3,000. Originally, remember when it was like $1,000 that they would offer me to come in and then debate Red's rhetoric, right? I honestly think it's a trap. 1, 2, I think it's a waste of time. 3, what the fuck are we discussing? There is no discussion. There is no debate. Go outside and look for yourself. Like, you don't need to try and prove to Vlad anything unless you've done what Vlad has done, unless you've been where Vlad has been, unless you've seen what Vlad has seen. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your breath. So I highly recommend you do your due diligence and do those things before challenging Vlad or asking Vlad to have a discussion or talk with you. You're wasting your time. And honestly, I feel that it's all from a bad place. I've been getting emails, threats. I've been getting emails. These guys have been threatening to expose me. I'm like, what are you threatening to expose? These guys know who I am. They know where I come from. They know where my mind is. They know my history. There isn't anything I'm confused as to these guys brought up if you guys don't know, they mentioned my DD-214. My DD-214 are my military discharge papers, right? You have people out there that are threatening to put my DD-214 out there. And I'm like, well, it's got my social security number on it, right? I've been threatened for this. And I'm like, you're going to put my stuff out there that has my social security on it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you go ahead and why would you do that? I think that's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? tell me that you are a scammer by not saying that you're a scammer. And so you're going to put my stuff with my social on it. That's foolish, right? And so I'm saying all that to say this. What kind of discussion do you think we're going to have if you threaten me? If you threaten my life and my livelihood? If you cuss me out? If you send email after harassing email after harassing email to try and coax and goad me into doing your bidding? What kind of discussion are we going to have? What kind of honest discourse are we going to have? Are we going to have an honest discourse? And just ask yourself that simple question. It's an easy question. I'm not forcing you to think anyway. I just want you to seriously ask yourself that question. And then when somebody like me, right? It doesn't have to be me. It could be somebody like me, Vlad like, right? That turns you down and says, I'm not doing that you want me to do. I am not going to do it. After you get that kind of response and you get mad, am I a fool? Am I a pussy? So I've been getting everything. I'm a cunt. I'm a coward. I'm not a leader, everything else. So I have to prove to the globe that I'm a leader by having a discussion with them, right? Yeah, guys, forgive me. Your boy is extra melanated today. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the lighting's a little bit crazy. $3,000 is right. So that's good. Yeah, 3,000. What do you have to lose? I don't know what I have to lose, but I can tell you this. I'm not gaining $3,000. Listen, just so you know, it could be $3,000. It could be $3 billion with a B, billion dollars. So you guys see who Zep Tepe is? If you want, you can kick him out. You can throw him out. You guys have wrenches. You know what to do. So doesn't matter whether it's $3,000, $3, $3 billion, $3 trillion. It doesn't matter. I'm going to let Caesar have his money. I'll let Caesar's money be Caesar's money. Now, a lot of you guys might think it's crazy that I'm turning down an opportunity like this. There's a problem when people that are dishonest from the jump, there's a problem with accepting money like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a problem with that. Not all money is good money. See, I have an honest job, okay? Honest job makes me work hard. So dirty hands, but my money's clean. My money is legit. Every bit of money that I make, every bit of money that I get is accounted for, right? And every money that I spend is accounted for. It's got a place that it goes to. I can account for it. I do not want to be dealing in money coming from a people that are dishonest. I don't want to deal with money from a people. There we go. It's a little bit better. I don't want to deal with money coming from a people that are now, you threatened me, you've done everything else. And here's the thing, it's not just me, right? There are other people out there. I'm sure Dave Weiss and them get, threats and all kinds of bullshit in their email, scams, right? Scams and everything else. And I don't know what you guys are trying to do or what it is you're trying to prove, but I have a problem with it. Here's why I have a problem with it. And this is what I want to talk about is this. So we know that we had the final experiment. We know we had the final. I'm not going to mess with the name. I'm going to call it what they called it, the final experiment. So we know it went down in last year. Oh, it's almost been a year. Last year, December, right? Around the 14th, 15th. And you know what's come about because of the final experiment. And then it's going to go back to its thing. So we know what's come about because of it. Straight to that. No. All right. So it's not, no. And listen, this app money is coming from people where there's no strings attached from there. No, I do not want your money. I do not want your money going to I don't want that. I don't want it. I'm providing a service, right? And it's coming from me. It's coming from an honest place. You are not coming from an honest place. So that's the same as you putting, because here's the thing. If I was to get $3,000 honest dollars, $3,000 honest dollars to me automatically goes to that, right? You're offering it's the same thing. It's like sending me $3,000. Okay. So it's like sending me $3,000. You didn't have to get from the community, but I am not taking your money. That's the thing. I am not taking your money. Okay, guys, I'm sure there are a lot of you guys that said, hey, maybe you should take the money because it would help with your app. I get it. I understand. Trust me. Trust me. I've been offered monies and this ones and that ones. I'm not taking it. There needs to come a time in your life where you're like, that's not what I'm doing, when you can't sell out. Now, this is where I feel a lot of the guys during the final experiment have failed. Maybe not all of them, but you know who I'm talking about. And this is what I mean by that. It's my opinion. Sure. Okay, fine. That's my opinion. You prove, I don't know who you are. See, so there's the thing, the rep. There's so many of you guys that sit there and fuck with my channel and bother me and send me these different emails, right? Fucking with me, that it's enough. That right there is enough for me to not want to play your game. And I'm gonna give me time. I'll cook and you can listen. Okay. Okay. Eric Cantona, the soccer player or the rugby player, whatever it is he plays. So, and no, we don't want your dishonest money. So, Eric Cantona, you can take your money and you can do with it as you please, but it's not welcome here. Okay. I want you to know that. And I want you to hear that from me. It's not an email correspondence. I want you to hear it from me. I am not taking your money. Okay. So you don't have to be here, but you're going to respect it here. And again, I'm not taking your money. And I'm going to explain to you why. So you guys deal in dishonesty, and that's all of you. So for you to go back and forth, because there are people that know of who you are and what you're offering, you come from that same ilk of those people. And so automatically off the bat, I do not trust you. And we have to be discerning like that. And if you don't understand it, that's fine. That's okay. I don't need for you to understand. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, Tarita. That's the thing. And they send me emails and stuff saying I'm a fool and I'm a liar and everything else. But my thing is at the end of the day, you're painting me as this. Listen, yes, I'm going to put you in the same box as everyone else, the rep. Absolutely. Yes, I am. You don't have to defend yourself. That's the thing. You don't have to. You can if you like. You don't have to. I'm telling you what I'm not doing. Okay. So that way you're not wasting either of our time. You're not wasting my time. You're not wasting your time. But I'm also explaining it because I'm lining what you're trying to do with what's already happened. Okay. We just had these guys. And guys, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. And then we're going to do an audio test, probably because I'm messing with the audio. Give me a second. All right. Let's see if this works a little better. So we can see me a little bit better right now. Can you? Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. So hopefully you guys could see me a little bit better. The lighting is a little, I just need to all right. Okay. So, hey, Maria Walker, our sister's here. All right. Good to see you, sis. Good to see you. So, again, I'm not accepting it. And that way you don't have to waste your money or nothing like that. Yeah. So the rep, sit back, relax, just chill, dude. Just chill out. We're not taking it. Okay. And here's the thing. You're talking about from my app, it's our app. So we don't want to mix your money with our stuff. Okay. Because our money comes from an honest place. It comes from an honest place. And yours, I don't know. We can't deal with it. We can't fuck with it. And I'm saying that again because I'm repeating myself, and I'll stop after I make this point. because we saw what the final experiment yielded, right? And I'm not talking about your end results of what you said you saw. And what I mean by that is the 24-hour sun. I'm not even concerned about that. But I'm talking about the fallout from the final experiment. So here are a couple of things I want to bring up and I want to mention to everybody. Now, you can do with the information as you will. All this information, we for the most part, everybody, whether you're off the globe, whether you're of the flat earth, we all know this. You had the people, and I'm going to say the main characters that we all know. You had on the flat side, you had Jaren, you had Witsit, right? On the globe side, we had the obvious, you had McToon, you also had what's his name? You had excuse me, Dave McKeegan, right? You had McToon, you had Dave McKeegan, you had a couple of other flat earthers that I'm not too familiar with, but those are the four main bodies, 2 on the flat, 2 on the globe, that everybody on both sides know. And so we had issue with the final results. Hopefully you guys can hear me and I'm not scratchy. If I'm scratchy, let me know, please. And so we weren't satisfied with the final results, right? A lot of us weren't. Me, I'll be honest with you, I could care less about the final results. My thing was, can you prove you did what you said you did with the small stuff, i.e. the tickets, right? I just find it funny because I just want to throw some things in your basket. You can do with the information as you will. Now, we were told, this is what we were told, that their tickets were being paid for, right? We were also told that there was some form of insurance that was required for them to go, right? This is what we were told. This is what we were told, right? We were also told that Austin Witsit was supposed to go to Candace Owens' show, right? These are the things that we were told, that we heard. Okay, whether it's true or not, I don't know. I wasn't invited. I didn't go to the final experiment or nothing, so I don't know. Okay, so with that, a lot of these things, or one of those things specifically, Candace Owens never happened, right? The guys came back. Seems like they came back with their tails in between their legs. I didn't see, and these motherfuckers, all of them white dudes, all these white people that anytime, right? I've seen white folks get like burnt from the, wearing goggles, coming from skiing. And after a weekend of skiing, right? Up there, whether you're at Mount Baker or wherever in Washington State, right? You come back and then your face is red, and then around your eyes inside, they're like, you look different. Obviously, you had something covering your eyes. These guys, I didn't see this coming from them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, that's weird. I really didn't think too much of it until somebody else mentioned it. I was like, yeah, I noticed that because I've seen guys coming from skiing after a day and a half, 2 days of skiing straight out at Mount Baker. You understand? So I've seen it for myself, what guys look like that are not as melanated as me, right? And their faces burnt. Not saying that it can't happen to me. I just don't ski. And it's not something that I enjoy, that I partake in. So these guys, none of that. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see any burns, any of the snow burning. I don't know what they call it. You get tan from the snow, you get a snow burn. Is that what it's called? There's a name for it. But I didn't see that. And so just a lot of this would be considered circumstantial evidence that some of these things that they claimed happened didn't happen. Now, of course, we're going to get pushback that it happened and everything else. And then people are going to talk about the split screen. People are, all right, they're going to talk about the drones and everything else. I think that was too much. And so I just asked for the tickets. Now, what I find funny is that I'm going to put aside the flat earth, whose side I'm on. I'm going to put that aside. I just asked for tickets, right? I don't care if you're a flat earther. I don't care if you're a globe earther. I don't care, okay? I just care if you provided me the tickets. Now, you had 2 people, maybe 2.5, I'd say. And this is what I mean. You had 2 people provide me something. I'll say a third, but I'll tell you who those two people are. You had Dave McKeegan provided me something. I haven't done any further digging into it, but David McKeegan provided, right? He provided something. You've also had possibly, because David McKeegan had his name on everything, but you saw imperfections on his stuff, so that calls into question the validity of what it is he presented. Rightfully so, because we're doing this investigation. We just can't let anything slide. You can't. And so before you go into hard in the paint with the visuals look like this, the sun turned into a pancake, before you even go there, they need to provide tickets. They need to provide evidence that they went to Union Glacier. I'm not talking about Punta Arenas. I'm not talking about California. I'm not talking about Chile or Argentina. I'm not talking about these places. I am talking about Union Glacier, where you said you stopped at and did this final experiment. That's what I'm talking about. You have a hard time. It's almost been a year. And even though we had the information from Dave and possibly information from McToon, we haven't had anything from Austin Whitsitt. We haven't had, and the third person that I said 2.5 is Jaron provided tickets or information up to Punta Arenas. I have a problem with that. Cool. You went to Punta Arenas? If you did, fine. Okay, whatever. But why is it then, if we're stupid, I have a couple of questions, all right? If we're that dumb and we're that silly and we're that old-fashioned because they don't give paper tickets out anymore or paper anything, they don't, then you should be able to, one, provide us with a boarding pass online, right? Or a electronic something online, which we haven't gotten. One. Two, okay, some people shouldn't get paper anything. Well, Dave McKeegan provided paper something. Whether you believe it's real or not, that's fine. But Dave McKeegan provided paper something. So are we stupid for, hey, all right, Dave McKeegan provided a paper something. Where's your paper something? You have a paper nothing. And then on top of that, you have an electronic nothing. So am I stupid for asking? That's a simple question. That's all I'm asking. And I didn't get any of that, right? I was told, though, hey, I'm going to come up with my ticket. I'll show you a ticket. That was a month ago when we did the thing. It's roughly a month ago. Time moves so fucking fast these days. It was roughly a month ago on Jaron's show with Dave McKeegan and Sam, right? Flat Earth Recon. Roughly a month ago, and you haven't provided anything. You haven't given us a ticket to Punta Arenas. But you know who has provided something to Union Glacier? From Punta Arenas to Union Glacier? Dave McKeegan is the only one that has. And some might argue even McToon has. Why haven't Flat Earthers provided this ticket? Is it that those two Flat Earthers, the ones that we confided in so much, the two, Jaron and Whitsitt, Jaron Campanella and Austin Whitsitt, those two, they failed to provide those tickets because they didn't go. Now, why they didn't go? Saab, what's good, man? Oh boy, you got it. So why they didn't, we can speculate all day. But we're led to finally conclude that something isn't right with the whole thing. And you know, in my mind, I don't see how it can happen, but in my own mind, right? And I'm not saying I've got it all figured out or that I know everything, but in my own mind, what it looks like is that, or what it looks like they could be saying is that people that are on the side of the globe claiming that they got a 24 or saw a 24-hour sun from their perspective could then turn around and say, hey, you see, these flat earthers that went are liars because they can't do the small stuff. And see, we're telling the truth because we provided our tickets to go to Union Glacier all the way from, Minnesota, where McToon comes from, and from the UK, from Minnesota to Union Glacier, from the UK to Union Glacier for McKeegan, right? All the way to Union Glacier, these guys can provide physical evidence saying physical proofs showing that they at least purchased the ticket to get there. And without that physical evidence from both Austin Whitsitt and both Jaron Campanella, then we can't say that it happened, because you can reproduce these things. Now, I'm giving you step by step how my mind is thinking, right? And then the conclusion that some people could draw is that flat earthers are liars, right? You can go, you know what? You could say yes, you can say no. Now, yes, in that some flat earthers could be liars, them too, possibly, because they can't do the small stuff. No, flat earthers are not liars because they are on their own. Flat earth in general is investigation. You have to investigate. You've been through the gauntlet in order to become a flat earther. So I apologize, family. Family, I apologize. If you guys got me, let me know. I apologize. You lost me for a second. Connection fell out. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yes, Dr. Bass, how you doing, sir? And our brother Sav is here too. Dr. Bass, welcome. Sav, welcome. Canuck, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. It's good to see y'all. It's good to have you guys here in the Foundry today. And so, again, yes, could they be lying? There's a possibility that they could be lying because they can't present us the tickets. But are flat earthers liars? No, because flat earthers are asking questions. You're asking like real questions. Because even if become flat earthers, you had to ask a million fucking questions until you can come to your own conclusion, right? Flat earth is an individual way to think. Like you come to that conclusion that that thing that we were once told isn't happening, right? And it's a scary place to go, but it's a leap. It's a leap. It's a big fucking leap, right? I'm not even going to say it's a leap of faith because we know we're confident in what this place isn't doing. We just don't know the other stuff. We don't know what this place truly is. We're still trying to figure it out, right? And so those two, the Jaron and the Austin Whitsitt guy, those guys, sure, could they be lying? Possibly. Why? Well, they can't do the small stuff. You can't present a ticket. And now the problem I come across is this, kind of like what you guys saw here a couple of minutes ago, where I was called names. I was being told I'm an idiot, an asshole, a cunt, a liar, lack leadership, a coward, you everything but a child of God that I am, right? Everything from these guys, because I refuse to fall for their bait. I almost feel as if the final experiment was them falling for the bait. Okay. And could it be multifaceted? Sure. I would love to go to the whole Occam's razor thing. Yes, they went and we're fucked up. Trust me, I would love to. And I like, part of me is kind of wishing that it was so simple that they went out there and they saw a 24-hour sun. Part of me like wishes that they saw something strange like that. Then I'd be like, wow, this is amazing. This place is crazier than I thought. Now, it doesn't make this place a fucking ball. It doesn't. But a 24-hour sun, what the hell are they looking up at, right? If it was a 24-hour sun, what could they possibly be looking at? What is this world made of for it to be the way that we just don't understand? So these things are intriguing to me. And I'm not even, if they say they did see it, let's entertain that. Say they did see a 24-hour sun. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me for it, but say they truly did. And it truly is something anomalous down there. Well, that's crazy, right? That requires further investigation. Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't even want to fucking go there. He wants to talk about the North, and then he wants to present Dave McKeegan's fucking footage. So even that in itself is dishonest, and he has yet to correct it. Is that dishonest? Honestly, that is dishonest, right? You have people that understand these things. Now, I feel that with the whole Candace Owens thing, that didn't happen. With the lack of the things that they thought was going to happen, I feel that Jaren and them might have been trapped to a degree. They signed some shit that they just thought that they I'm being honest with you. These guys, they might not have the best lawyers. They might not have had a lawyer look over their paperwork, and they just thought that it was something innocent. We're going to go down there, we're going to see what we see, and then we're going to come back and we're going to divulge what we saw or what they experienced. It didn't turn out that way. And then their hands were tied. They couldn't say what they couldn't. There was a lot that they probably got lawyers, real lawyers, because here's the thing, flat earthers, we don't have money like that. Okay, we don't. We're still trying to figure out we're trying to figure a lot out. One thing we have figured out is that this shit ain't a ball. But after you figure that part out, you're out in the wilderness, right? And you're amongst other people that are out there in the wilderness. You don't have really a structure behind you to help you consolidate this way of thinking, because at least the globe has they have a whole foundation. You understand? They have a whole structure behind them. They have everything to back them up to the tune of everything. NASA, the Synagogue of Satan, Jared Isaacman, Avi Loeb, the Synagogue of Satan, Harvard, everything else, the White House. You understand? Everything going up to those motherfuckers in the White House that support Al-Qaeda and the new president of Syria. That's who the globe has on their side. You can't tell me that I'm full of shit. You can't tell me that I'm lying, because the same entity that is NASA, is the White House, is Al-Qaeda, all that is wrapped up in a bunch. We don't want to partake in that. All of them are dishonest. They are liars. Okay, we would like to separate ourselves from them. This is why I mentioned those things earlier. And this is recent. We could go down the fucking rabbit hole and we could bring up all the other lies and all the other bullshit, and we have every right to. Right? And based off of what we know, we wouldn't be incorrect in our understanding of these things. Okay? It is what it is. We're moving forward now. But we haven't forgotten. And those things are factual, based in fact. They are lying. They are. NASA is the government. The government is lying. The government said Al-Qaeda did A, B, and C, yet they are partaking with activities with Al-Qaeda, or former Al-Qaeda, now the president of Syria, meeting them at the White House. That's no longer an enemy to the United States, enjoying life as he is. That's not Vlad making anything up. That's not speculation. That's just how it is now. All right, that's just how it is. These are also the people that are telling you that this earth is a globe. Do you see this? Do you see where I'm coming from here? And so with these people telling you that this place is a globe, they have all the money. They have a whole system built in place to help you globers push your narrative, push your lie. We don't have that. So something as small or as big, however which way you want to look at it, I think it's a big deal. I think $3,000 is a big deal. $3,000 is nothing to balk at for me, right? But again, this is Caesar's money. And Caesar's money comes from a place of lies and dishonesty. You understand? And I've gotten to the point to where I don't care about your money. I don't want any of it. I really don't. I don't want you guys here. But you guys are going to come here anyway. Okay? I don't. You guys are going to do it anyway. You guys are going to cuss me out anyway. You guys are going to make fun of me anyway. You guys are going to make fun of us anyway. And then you want to know something? That's fine. That's okay. I'm presenting to you what it is. I'm just holding the mirror up to you. And I'm presenting to you what it is that you're doing. Okay? And I'm saying my part. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm showing you what it is you're doing. Right? And whether you agree with it or not, it is what it is. Okay? I haven't gone to your channels to troll you. I haven't gone to email anybody to fuck with them or bother them, right? I haven't threatened anybody, right? I haven't gone to anybody's place of business or place of work and fucking with them. I haven't done these things, right? And many of us, like, we just think that's so weak and that's so low to do that and fuck with people like that. So basically we tend to state ourselves and present the truth as to how we see and how we know it, right? But at the same time, it's your journey. For the truth, it is we can present to you what we see and how it works, and then you have to do the rest. You have to do the rest. We can't do that for you. And I've been saying this since day one, right? It doesn't matter what I see underwater, out barely above water, from the sky, what I've learned from the pilots that I flew with. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what math we give you. You're going to say what you say. You're going to do what you do. But you have that journey is your own. But I feel that Jared and Witsit were overcome by the potential of the glitz and the glamour of what was to come with the Candace Owens, with interviews with Joe Rogan, with money, with being on the front of Time magazine, possibly the New York Times, possibly this one, possibly that one, being able to possibly etch their names in the annals of science and astronomy by proving that there is a 24-hour sun in the South. Now, it didn't turn out the way they had wanted it to. They can't even present to us tickets. Why that is, I don't know. I don't know. But because you guys can't do the small stuff, we have no choice but to. I don't care. Here's the thing: you can show us as many videos as you want. We just saw a video the other day of Donald Trump addressing the American people, and it was AI. We just had video last 2 months ago of Charlie Kirk getting his neck blown off, and that a lot of that was AI. We just, like, you can't tell us we're not seeing what we're seeing because we have footage. That's AI. So you're going to tell us that's not AI? You're going to tell us those things are not AI? So with those AI things, I'm not saying that what you guys presented on film is AI. That's not the conclusion I'm coming to. What I'm saying is that anything is possible. And with us understanding that anything is possible, and with you two specifically, okay? You two specifically not being able to present to us tickets, there's a problem. Okay, I'm just going to come out and be like, you didn't do what you said that you did. You didn't do it. That's what I'm going to say, right? That's what I'm saying. Now, with those other two presenting tickets and not forcing you two to present tickets is another problem. Because if I were to go anywhere and anybody in the foundry was to go with me, you knew that we went to these places and I'm being hounded for tickets. What would you do if you knew that I went with you to this place? You would fight me in front of everyone, or you would contact me off to the side and be like, dude, pull your head out of your ass. Where are your goddamn tickets? Where are your fucking information? Like, check your email, check your spam. Check all that shit, because I know. Matter of fact, did you put it in your fucking shopping bag? Because I saw you put a bunch of shit in your shopping bag and do this and do that. So here's what I know. Okay, let's just add to the pile of information that we have. Jaron presented. He said, "I burned a ticket of mine." Well, I saw while you were burning that ticket of yours, it was a boarding pass, and that was from California to Punta Arenas. It wasn't from Punta Arenas to Union Glacier. And I looked at it. I saw it. And while I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, okay, he was in Punta Arenas. Okay, cool. Nothing had anything to do with Union Glacier. And then, Jaron, on top of that, you showed us everything of you going to Punta Arenas. And you even said, see, I told you we went to Punta Arenas. Yeah, but I don't care. I want to see your shit to Union Glacier. I don't care about Punta Arenas. I think to this point, nobody gives a fuck about Punta Arenas, to be honest with you. Like, nobody really does, because that's not where you guys were conducting your actual business at. You guys were conducting business, as far as we know, over in Union Glacier. So we need to see that you terminating in Union Glacier, or at least for the time, and then even the ticket back. But you didn't. You didn't present that. You promised us. You still have yet to present it. Right? And it's been a year now, and like, at your own risk. Do that at your own risk, man. You want to fuck around and put this in front of us? It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work. Like you guys shoehorn yourselves in this corner. I know I get, David Weiss went the other day on a show and talked so much shit about flat earthers. All right, Dave. I don't know why you talk shit about us. Okay. We've been lied to so much. You've been lied to. Everybody. It's not just flat earthers that have been lied to. We've all been lied to. So for you to come out your face and say that we're being dishonest, we're being unfair, how are we being dishonest if we're asking the questions? We didn't go anywhere. You guys went, or you guys claim to have gone someplace. And then, Dave, you're the one protecting those guys. And then for you to come out, Vika and them are obviously annoyed. Sam and them are annoyed. Bro Sanchez in the foundry. What's happening, family? Good to see our brother, Bro Sanchez. And then, for you to obviously come out, and then you had gone to protect them, and you went to protect them from day one. You said all this stuff. It's all in the Weiss files. So Vika and them, I'm sounding like Dave Weiss. Vika's out there. Oh, yeah. So if you look at the Weiss files, you can see that Dave, bro, you can come up and you can defend it yourself, bro. And then Dave Weiss come out, you know what I'm saying what he said. And then for you to cuss out Vika the way you did. Fuck you, Vika. Fuck you. Fuck you, Vika. I'm talking now. Fuck you, Vika. Hey, bro, Dave, bro. Take a chill pill, bro. Take a chill pill. Do you want me to take out the Weiss files? I can do that, bro. And then fucking Sam was there too. So it's funny because Sam is just compiling the evidence. And then even you said that if it's well edited like that, you gave him props for the how well edited it was and everything else. To me, I'm like, whatever. He's presenting it his way, right? Now, these things have already happened, and you're still taking the stance that you're taking. And Dave, like, you came on here and you even tried to press me into believing what it is that you said. And like, I can't because to me, you're still defending Whitsitt, right? Whitsitt came out and there's a whole lot of stuff, man. I'm not going to get into everything, bro. I'm not even going to get into everything, right? But Whitsitt came out, and even when you had the opportunity to challenge him on this, like, because here's my thing. I understand you have a loyalty to people. We get it, right? When you're loyal to somebody and that's your road dog, you watch their kids, you feed their dogs, you probably even godfather to the kids and stuff like that. You got to challenge them, right? And we're all about the truth. You didn't do that. It's a story with the whole vape gate thing, right? Vape gate is another thing all in itself. Whitsitt said it didn't go down the way he said it did. And then, Dave, you came out, I guess, without having that conversation with Whitsitt, and you said, well, obviously Whitsitt was trying to save his life, okay? And it's like, wait, which one is it? Did he do it? Did he not do it? Did he save his life? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're having, amongst flat earthers, we're having conflict. You understand? And it's like, it either did happen or it didn't happen. And based off of what we saw, it happened, right? You put that together with the things that are missing, like the tickets and the anomalies, which I'm not even going to get into those other anomalies, right? But if you can't even fucking keep your story straight about vaping, and to me, I'm like, even if I was married and if my ex-wife caught me vaping and she's like, were you vaping? I'd be like, fuck it. You caught me. I got caught, right? Fucking be a man about it, dude. Fucking own up to it. Be a fucking man. Be like, yeah, man, you got me. Trust me. I got caught with I got caught doing. Look, own up to it. Just own up to it. You don't have to, say, oh, I didn't even know. And then we heard all the stories. I didn't know I had a vape in my bag. This one, that one, this one. Just you did this. We didn't do. Do you know that? Do you know why we're here? if you guys didn't do the final experiment, it would have been somebody else fine. We probably get on their helmet too because they probably lie, or maybe they wouldn't lie, but we didn't do it. You did it. You did it. So for you people getting mad at us for presenting what you failed to do, you're getting mad at us. What? For what? For what? For what? You know, you have those people that are breaking down your entire experiment, okay? They're breaking down your whole fucking experiment. Me, I just want some tickets. It's been 3 weeks, Whitsid. Whitsid, it's almost been a month. You have yet to provide tickets. You said on Vika's channel, you said on Vika's channel, you was going to give tickets. Where them tickets is at? Where them tickets at? Vika was up there getting cussed out by David Weiss, right? Called out his name. Sam cussed out, called out his name. All of us flat earthers called out our name because we're looking for the truth. Is that how you honestly approach somebody that's just looking for the truth? No, you would give them as much as you possibly can. Listen, I haven't even gone into what McToon broke down and what they got, right? And all the evidence and all the fucking phone calls here's the thing, man. You think when people lie to you and they try to catch you and look, man, these people are full of shit. So if you start playing their game that they're real good at, you're going to lose every fucking time. You're going to lose every time. This is why when you're honest, when you're real with shit, doesn't matter what a fucking liar says. That's a liar. You got receipts. You got your word, which is one thing. But you have receipts. And your receipts will say, your word don't mean shit. Your receipts will save your ass at all times. You understand? Your receipts will save your ass at all times. So those liars are going to lie. We expect McToon to lie. We expect McKeegan to lie. Like, we expect that. So we're like, whatever. Like, liars are going to lie, right? But when they start presenting shit about you dealing in the games that they play, you playing their game, right? Doesn't matter what the reason is. That's what you're doing. That's what you're dealing in. I just wish that you could see it from our perspective. But Dave, we have yet to see you say, you know what? I can see why the flat earthers are like this. I can see why the community is like this. Whether I agree with these people or not, I understand. I understand. And you want to know something? A real person would come out and be like, I get it. I get it. Because here's the thing, nobody in here is perfect, right? It's just the positioning that we're all in based off of the timing and based off of the events taking place. Nobody here is perfect, right? And I'm not perfect in how I've dissected the final experiment, but also I'm not perfect as a person. I've got my flaws too. I've got my fuck ups too. I've lied. I'm not perfect, right? I've lied to people that I've loved, right? And then, you know what? I paid the ultimate price because of it, because I know, like, some of these people that I loved, or the person that I loved at one time, they're no longer in my life, right? And so I pay for that. That's my fault. That's a me-ism. But you want to know something? That's me growing up, and that's me taking accountability as a man. Like, I got to accept this because of this is a me problem, and that's my fault. And you want to know something? Based off of that, my thing is I could understand where the other person is coming from. It's like, yeah, you got every right to feel that way. Like, I can't, like, an honest person wouldn't get mad at them because you got caught. You're not going to get mad at us because you got caught, or you're not going to cuss us out because we see something, an obvious discrepancy. It's not like I'm reaching for something. You understand? You not having tickets is an obvious discrepancy. There's a problem there. It's almost a year. We're 300 days in the final experiment going down. You understand that? We're like 300 fucking days, guys. You understand that? 300 days. And you have yet to present to us these fucking tickets. You know that? It's over 300 days. It's over 300 days. Okay? Do you know if you gave me 300 days to make a paper airplane, I could make you 300 paper airplanes. You mean to tell me you can't go in your computer and you don't even have to make anything? All you have to do is find the shit and give it to us, and we'll be on our way. Right? There's a problem over there. So for you to get on our case and to, we didn't divide the community. You divided the community. Okay? You did that. We're asking questions. We're asking legitimate questions. Since when is it? Listen, if it was you and somebody didn't present tickets to a place that they said they went, and this is one of the most important things to happen within the community, what would you say? If somebody said, hey, I went to fucking Australia and I saw kangaroos. You're like, you saw kangaroo? No. I went to Australia and I saw goddamn I saw Laurel and Hardy in Australia. And it's 2025. You're like, you saw Laurel and Hardy? Well, let me see these tickets to Australia that you're talking about. You went to Australia, right? Let me see these tickets. And if I couldn't present to you tickets, meanwhile, I'm saying to you, I saw Laurel and Hardy in Australia, what then would you conclude, Jaron and Whitsett and Dave? What would you conclude? You would say something's not right. Even if I showed you footage of me talking with Laurel and Hardy, right? Or Abbott and Costello in Australia. Don't ask me where I came up with that. I'm just coming up with some shit. Just roll with it, y'all. Just roll with it. If I couldn't present to you that I went, and I'm having problems with presenting it to you, you're going to sit there and you're going to fucking scratch your chin and you're going to be like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So I understand that there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, Vlad, just let it go. No, we can't let it go. We can't let it go because this is not just for flat earthers. This is for globe. This is for everybody. Okay. This is not just for flat earth people. This is for everybody. If you're legitimately looking for what the truth is, you don't have to agree with me as a flat earther. You don't have to agree with any flat earther, and you don't have to agree with a globe earther out there. Why are they not presenting to us these tickets? And why is it that the two globe earthers presented to us the tickets? Why? Ask yourself that question. Don't listen. You're wasting your time trying to debate me or to have a discussion with me. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of your money. And plus, you're coming from a place of dishonesty because you're not asking a real question. A real question is, why are they not presenting to us the tickets? Not why Vlad couldn't fucking have these discussions with these dudes. Dr. Bass, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, no tickets. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So he got caught, right? All right. Well, whether they said, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. So the Globe people want to say, hey, I want to show these. I've been getting a lot of, I'm grifting. I just realized I've heard the word grifting before a few months ago, and I'm just learning what this word means, right? And what I mean by just learning it is I just learned it this year, what grifting means, doxing means, right? And I guess it's a new word to be added to the dang Webster's, right? But when you're grifting, you pretending to be something that you really ain't, and you're trying to make money off of it, right? From what I understand, unless there's a whole new definition for it, just let me know, right? As if anyone owes you idiots anything. No, you know what? No. You're right. Nobody owes us anything. But don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us when we don't believe you. So we're idiots. You see? Okay, we're idiots. Fine. Funny. Okay. We're idiots now, right? And this is what I'm talking about. We're asking the questions. You can't provide a ticket. Why not? We're asking two people specifically for the tickets. They can't provide us anything. Why not? Why can't you give us the tickets? Right? And we even heard the excuse, oh, you guys still have paper tickets? Well, two people have paper tickets. McToon has paper tickets. Fucking McKeegan has paper tickets. Yeah. So, and a paper boarding pass too. So yeah, some people have paper boarding passes and paper tickets if you want to play that fucking game. Yeah. So my thing is, if these guys can present, why can't you present? You know why you can't present? Because the whole thing fucking stinks to high heaven. Something's not right. Okay. Whether you believe they went or not, something isn't right with that whole thing. right? It's like when you fucking eat something and you know, just when you drink milk and then the milk is spoiled, but you like, you pour it out and then it doesn't give you chunks, but it still tastes funny. It's spoiled. That's because it's spoiled. Your tongue ain't lying. That shit's spoiled. It's spoiled or it's poisoned or something. One of the two. But it ain't right milk. The milk ain't right. It ain't right. You're coming close to drinking yogurt at this point. You know? So, no, do they owe us anything? No. Listen, if you want to claim you're part of a community, if you want to claim that you are in with the flat earth, and you want to make a claim that you saw a 24-hour sun, well, we're going to quiz you. We're going to test you. We need you to do the easy thing, like present us your ticket, which you didn't do. And again, I feel as if you got jammed up. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But that's how I feel. In Vlad's opinion, not only is it not right? You probably didn't go, but you guys are caught up. You guys got caught up in some shit. And Dave Weiss, for you to get in the mix with them, it's brave of you to do that, because you're going to stand by these dudes, and the truth doesn't have friends. There is no friends in the truth. Unless you are in line with the truth, you are not friends with the truth. The truth will leave you as soon as you start to fucking go outside of what the truth is delivering. It will leave you. It will leave you. It'll continue straight and you'll do something else. You'll do a side mission. Meanwhile, the truth is just going to continue. If you're not in line with it, then you're not in line with it. No, I mean, there's nothing else to do about that. There's nothing else to do. As long as you are in line with it, if you start doing some foul shit, if you start doing some other shit, we can't force you into that. So for people to try and force Jaren or force Witsit into the truth, that in itself is being disingenuous. So for people to come out here and start making fun of flat earthers, because we understand we're being fucked with. Sure, FE8, FE Eddie. Like, there's a lot wrong with it. There's a lot wrong with it. They're not presenting, they can't present anything because they have nothing. There is nothing going to Union Glacier. There's nothing going to Union. So that's my thing. You have two people that have tickets to Union Glacier, but you have two people that don't have tickets to Union Glacier, but they all were in Union Glacier. That's a problem. You see? You see? There's a problem with that. Now, that other stuff you got, I feel we're wasting our time talking about the other stuff. We need to focus. If you're going to talk about TFE, which honestly, I want to bring it to a close, right? And I said last week that I'm bringing it to a close. If you want to talk about TFE, you need to focus on those tickets for everybody. For everybody. Because you're wasting your time with the other stuff if they can't show that they all went to where they said that they went. You understand? Like, they need to present that. Here's the thing. I'm not, who am I trying to fool? Right? Who am I fooling? So I have to, since when do we just believe people? We just believe what it is you said and it's okay. Yeah, our bitch ass broom squad. You just found your way out of here, sir. You just found your way out of here, sir. You just found your way out. You just found your way out. Adios. Bye-bye. So that's a you problem. If you can't stomach what it is we're saying, then you don't have to listen to me. You could ask Jaren, which Globers aren't asking. Why aren't the Globers asking Jaren, and why aren't the Globers asking Witsit where these tickets are? Don't you guys notice that? Why aren't they just asking a simple question? Where the fuck y'all's tickets at? This fool, we think Vlad is an idiot. We think he's a grifter. We think he's a pussy. We think he's a liar. Everything in the book, everything bad. Where are your tickets? because you Globers have failed to ask the easy questions, you're in league with these motherfuckers. How can we see it any other way? And Dave, man, like, you don't have to like what we're saying, dude, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And we're being honest. Like, you don't have to like that we don't trust you. You don't have to like that the things that you're saying sound duplicitous. Because now the Globe people are coming out because you're trying to play their game. You're trying to out fox a fox. You're trying to out lie a liar. It seems like that. And so you could yell at us. You could fuck you, Vicar, all you want. But when they present these things, these evidences against you, how do you like, even in the show, when you said, hey, I didn't hear McToon, but then later on in the show, I asked you, I was like, did you hear what McToon said? Yeah, I heard what he said. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. So it's like people say when you talk with a forked tongue, like, you don't, like, a lot of the shit you say doesn't make sense when you talk with lies, when you come from a place of lies. No, there's no commercial for that app yet. No, that comes with part of what the company is going to provide. I haven't made a commercial or an infomercial for that app. So yeah, that's the thing. And so you see, I'm going to get trashed for everything. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know what I'm saying? The app is this, the app is alive, Vlad is lying, this one, that one. You guys, like I said, you guys see where I'm coming from with my stuff, how I approach my stuff. I have no, there's nothing for me to gain. You guys see where it is I'm coming from. But liars are going to do that. They're going to put it to where I'm the liar now, right? I'm just presenting what it is those guys fail to do. The Globers aren't asking these fucking questions. This one isn't providing this question. You're not. You're just not. And then they turn around, they start talking shit about us on, I think it was Rob Skiba's son. Rob Skiba's son, David Weiss, was on there. They could fake the tickets. Okay. I dare you to fake some tickets. I dare you to fake some tickets. Look, Vlad doesn't have to be able to break it down. Somebody in here, somebody in the foundry will get your fucking tickets and break it down for us. I don't have to figure this is how we work as a team. You fucking deal in lies, somebody's going to catch you, and then they're going to expose you. So, hey, go ahead and make some fake tickets. Go ahead. Eddie, listen, I don't know why they can't do that. I don't know. Because Jaron has come up with, notice how every reason Jaron has come up with why he can't get a ticket. I burnt it. That wasn't, no, you didn't. You didn't burn your fucking ticket, number one. Number two, it was a boarding pass. Number three, it was a boarding pass from California to Punta Arenas because I looked right the fuck at it. And if you want to rewind that footage, we can look at it. But again, we don't care about Punta Arenas. We only care about Union Glacier, which you have yet to provide. You went ahead on your show. You took your time to show us your transactions taking place, your movement from California, or your itinerary from California to Punta Arenas, and nothing to Union Glacier. Nothing. And yes, it was a baggage thing. It was a baggage pass, sure. Baggage pass, a seat boarding pass. It was from California to Punta Arenas. It did not have Union Glacier on it. It did not. So, like, you're saying all these things. Who uses fucking paper tickets? I burnt it. Everything except for I have the ticket from, or I have the itinerary, which we haven't seen. We haven't seen anything with Jaron going to Union Glacier. Nothing. Whitsitt going to Union Glacier. Nothing. Two big nothings. 300 days into this whole thing. Three big nothings. And flat earthers are idiots. Flat earthers are dishonest. Flat earthers are grifters. Flat earthers are pussies. Flat earthers are cowards. Flat earthers are disingenuous. We're the ones asking the questions. Flat earthers are moving the goalposts. How am I moving the goalposts? I've asked the flat earth people. I even told what's his name? What's his name was ready to show me some shit. I said, I don't care about yours. That's not me moving the goalposts. I want these two. I want his, and I want his. I don't care about yours. Dave McKeegan did not fucking press Jaron. He didn't. That says a lot. If I went on a trip with any one of you guys in the Foundry and people started blaming you for not doing what you said you did, yet I saw you do those things, I would come to your defense. And not only that, I'd be like, show them the fucking ticket. I know you got it. Where's it at? With all fucking confidence, because you were there with me. Because I understand the means by which you got that ticket. That's how I would do it. I'm so confident that we did it. Not only am I going to present mine, but I would go as far as to double down and say, where's your shit at? I know you got it. Where's it at? Something ain't going on. Something ain't happening because you didn't see any of that pressure coming from David. You didn't, or David McKeegan to be exact. You didn't hear any of that pressure coming from McToon. Something is wrong. Whether you want to believe that they went or not, that's all your opinion, but something just ain't right. The milk is spoiled. It may the expiration date may read well. It may come in a nice clean carton, but something is wrong with the milk. The milk is spoiled. It smells rotten. It tastes rotten. It doesn't have to match up with the fucking expiration date. It just doesn't work. It's not right. Something's not right. Okay. You can have your opinion, kind of like when they say, well, why would they hide the flat earth? I don't know why they'd hide it. We have all the reasons. We have all these different reasons as to why they do it, but why they truly do it, I don't know. I don't know why. I have a guess like a motherfucker. I could guess all day. We can guess all day, right? We know what this place ain't doing. We know what this place ain't, how it's not moving and how it's not doing all this stuff. But we don't know what this fucking world is. I don't know what this world is. We're still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out. That's what's true. I don't know what this fucking place is. I can't fucking sit there and tell you about this. But we could tell you about the synagogue of Satan all day. We could tell you that these motherfuckers they've been lying to us for years. And it's just so funny how anytime something big is going down in this world, somebody from the synagogue of Satan is fucking in charge. And that's not, here's the thing. That's not me accusing everybody from the synagogue of Satan or anybody that's part of the synagogue of Satan. I'm not accusing them. I'm just saying it's funny. Like, this guy's part of the synagogue of Satan. That guy's part of the synagogue of Satan. This woman's part of the synagogue of Satan. That one, this one, that one. It's starting to smell like the milk is spoiled. The milk smells spoiled. I haven't tasted it yet, but it sure does smell funny. I know what the goddamn expiration date says. It still smells funny. It does. You ever had fucking milk like that? I have. When I used to drink milk, I'd smell it and I'd be like, why is the goddamn expiration date in like 2 weeks? It just doesn't smell right. You know what I'm talking about. This is no different. This is no different. And so for you guys to not even work with us, and here's the thing, you guys have a track record. You Globe people have a track record too. It's unfortunate because there's a lot of things that you guys send to me that I can't even open because I don't trust you. I can't even open it because I don't trust you. Hey, Harmless. Shout out to our brother Harmless. Good to see you, family. Good to see you. Good to see you. And it sucks because if we were honest and we were having an honest back and forth, an honest discourse, I would be more than happy to have you guys in here. We had a couple of Globers that I no longer have because they are dishonest. One of them is a Professor Phil from Australia. Professor Phil is a liar. And yes, I've come out and I'm going to say that. And that's not slander. And you are a deceiver, Professor Phil. Those are based off of your actions. You're a deceiver. Him and also everybody else that comes with him, right? You're a deceiver. You are a deceiver. So because of that, I don't entertain y'all no more. Don't entertain y'all no more. Okay, good, good. All one, good. So since you've been watching with the volume off, shout out to you watching with the volume off. You don't have to be here. Adios. Bye bye. You don't have to be here. And that's the thing, man. Like nobody's forcing you to come here. And that's the thing that Globers do. We don't go to your shit. We don't watch your shit. You guys have nothing for us. You guys have NASA, right? You guys have all the other things associated with NASA and everything else. You have no power here. You guys have NASA and the globe stuff. You guys have no power here. So go to your stuff and deal with that and rock with that. But there's nothing for you here. There's nobody that's going to do anything for you here. Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing here. But there's plenty of foot. There's Neil deGrasse Tyson. There's all those guys that have their globe channels. You can watch them. And then you have people that make fun of us. You can watch that too, because I'm sure they have a lot of things. They can make fun of us. That's cool. It ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change what's happening. And let me tell you something. They're lying to everybody. Okay. You don't have to like our approach, but what we're uncovering and what we're demonstrating is that we're all being lied to. All right. Whether you're the globe and you believe that they went, whether you're a flat earther, you believe that they don't went, we're all being lied to. Doesn't matter. That's what it is. It doesn't matter. We're both being lied to. Difference is a lot of us in a flat earth, we know we're being lied to. We know it. That's the difference, right? And because we know, we want to come out and we want to highlight that. Not only do we understand, but here's what your problems are. You have yet to do these things. You have yet to present to us these flaws and why you're fucking up. So, yeah. And we don't trust you no more. So these guys are going to have, and you guys are going to keep patronizing their stuff. How he measured the sun shrinking as it, yeah. And so, and that's what's crazy is Professor Phil is supposed to be a professor. This is somebody that you're supposed to be learning from, right? He is credited or he's credentialed in teaching you and my kids, right? In fucking university somewhere in Australia, New Zealand, wherever the hell he's from. But he can't just tell the truth. How are you going to fucking measure the sun? It's 93, apparently it's 93 million miles away. How did you measure it? That's what I want to know. How did you go about doing this? How did you do that? You can measure the sun, but you can't do the small stuff. Like we can measure the sun and we can't do anything else. You guys are, this is what I mean. Like you're just full of dishonesty, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not trying to prove to you guys that it's flat. You need to do the rest yourself. We've given you all the tools that you need. I'm not going to hold you guys out here too long, y'all. Really, that's it. I feel that Jaren and them have been bought and paid for. And why I mentioned everything else. And I've just mentioned my experience, right? You guys want to have a conversation with me. There is no conversation with Vlad. There is none. There is none. You're wasting your time. There is none. You guys have people to go to, much bigger channels that you could get some exposure from. Why would you come to my channel? It's a little channel. I've got a little itty bitty channel. You got guys with bigger channels that are here. Bro Sanchez, Dave, Sav, much bigger channels. Vika, right? Freaking what's his name? Flatsoy. You guys got people with 5 times, 6 times, 10 times the channels that I have. And you not challenging them. Why challenge me? You're wasting your time. I'm small potatoes, man. You need to move on. You need to move on to people that have a much bigger channel, much bigger voice than I ever do. You're wasting your time. Why would French Rhetoric got 50,000 subs? Why do you have to come to my channel? It's silly. It's a waste of time. I'm small potatoes, dude. Go to Bro Sanchez. Go to his channel. You could offer him $3,000. But here's the thing. You're not buying me. You're not buying me, even though you say it's going to the hours. It's such a stupid idea. Why would you waste your money on it, right? It's such a bad idea, the hours. Why would you waste your money on it? So I will continue with that. Don't waste your globe dollars. Let Caesar keep Caesar's money. So because this is Caesar and Caesar's money, you could keep it. That's your money. I want you to enjoy it. Take your family out on a nice dinner at Red Lobster's. Get you something to drink. Buy some gifts. Get your wife a fur coat. You know what I'm saying? Buy your kids Dragon's Dog Matu. Do your thing. Do your thing. Enjoy that money, man. But not here. 3 million, 3 million, 3 trillion, 3 billion, 3,000. That all the money in the world, it's not going to work. It's not going to work on me. Okay. I just hope that one day, you guys could see the value of moral principle as opposed to money, what this money is going to do. And it's easy for me to say because I'm somewhat comfortable right now. My stomach isn't touching my spine. It's easy for me to say these things and to speak from a place. You understand? But I sincerely feel that this physical construct with the money as a way of control, this is what got motherfuckers like Jaron and Austin all fucked up. And then I think they saw a false light at the end of the tunnel, thinking that they were going to make bank. They saw the glitz, the glamours, and everything else from being on Joe Rogan's show to being on Candace Owens' show to etching their name again in the annals of science, and all that is not happening for them. And so instead, they're getting the backlash from the flat earth community. Nobody expected that, right? I expected them to find what they find and come back with it. That's it. That's all I care about. Shout out to 3 Big Buddy Bob. Shout out to you, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right? And because we are where we are, that's my conclusion. Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to give me shit because I'm not taking that money because you feel that that would be money well served for the whatchamacallit. But I'm sorry, I can't take that money. I can't. And if you don't understand and you want to get mad, like I understand. I understand. A lot of people would call me a fool for doing that I could do a lot of good with it. Listen, not all money is good money. And here's my thing. I don't even believe that I would be getting that money. That's my thing. I don't even think that I'd be getting that money. I think that somehow they'd fool me and this one and that one, and then they trick me. And I feel that Jaron, and kind of like they did with Jaron and Whitsitt, I feel y'all got played. Y'all got fooled. Y'all got fooled into thinking one thing, and then now you're in a jam-packed situation to where you can't back out because of whatever it is that y'all signed. Whatever it is that y'all signed. Bro Sanchez, what you got? Shows that his real followers. He sold out, and the Globers don't even prefer to watch him. Exactly. They used them. They used you guys. They used you. And they got out of you what they wanted. And they got, you know what? Here's the thing. They're saying you're showing your true colors. What is flat earth true colors is what I want to know. That we're asking hard questions. We're being critical of those in the community. Okay, Jay Wynn, I see what you're saying, Jay, that he didn't get fooled. I see why you would say that. Jaron always might have wanted to get out. And so he wasn't being fooled. That was his segue to get out. That was his last stop off the train. He jumped out. I get it. Okay, I get it. Maybe Whitsitt got fooled. I know Whitsitt seems smart. He seems like a real smart dude. Take the money, give it to me, and tell them money was lost in transaction. Harmon, you crazy. There's no debate. Yeah, and selling your soul, that's no accident. That isn't. But my thing, JJ, is that it wasn't that they meant to sell it. They saw the money aspect of it. and they probably thought, whatever, it's not gonna, and they probably had an intent. I don't know. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. But because they can't do those small things like present a ticket, I'm not even going to entertain anything else. I already told you it's three phases. You think, so you think all right, okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. How many phases does it take for a flirt to make an app? I told you it's 3 phases. The first phase, which is already accounted for, it's already done. Phase 1. All right. Phase 2 and phase 3. So if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. Okay. There are people in here that already know. They already understand what phase we're in. We're in phase 2 right now. Okay. And they know all the information. I didn't hide anything. Nothing's been hidden from anybody. I presented this information. So I like that you're asking me these questions so people could see that, yeah, I'm about my business with this app. Absolutely. Right. So yeah, I have nothing to hide about it. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, talk about the app. Talk about where we're at with this app, what phase 2 entails. Yeah, hey, Sanchez, I'm telling you, man. These guys, they're gonna come in here, and that's how they roll, right? But yet they claim that they want to have a discussion. Listen, if you guys were if you guys were honest from the get, and we saw that you were being honest from the get up, you wouldn't even have to have money to have a discussion with us. It could all be done for free. But you see, this is where liars come in. You have to wave. And this is why, if you look at the thumbnail of today's show, it shows a bunch of people swimming after money that has a fucking catch attached to it. It's got a fish. It's a fishing lure. It's a fishing lure. You understand? This is how liars try to get you. And then they have you playing their lying game. And then you get caught up. You wind up like Jaren. You get caught up like Austin. This isn't me making fun of anybody. This is just what it is. And my thing is, I can't. And since this is Vladimir playing, I don't want to, right? I would recommend you don't do that same thing. I would recommend you don't fall into that trap with those people or anybody for that matter. If they're coming from a place of dishonesty, whatever they're giving to you, whether it's money, whether it's opportunity, whether it's beef patties and cocoa bread, whether it's milk, it doesn't matter. You don't want it from them. You don't want it from them. They are just going to try and get you caught up. And again, it's not a Vlad problem. It's a you problem, because I've never sent you threatening emails. I've never tried to grift docs on you, or I've never tried to take your information and then put it on there with your social security number. That's some bitch ass shit. I don't do that. You do that. What's that, Brian? Tell me. Ryan. Good to see you, Ryan. I haven't seen you for a minute. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Tourette 3006. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. FB Eddie. Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Flat Bob. Good to see you, sir. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Haven't seen y'all, man. Haven't seen, probably because I didn't play yesterday. I didn't show up yesterday. But yeah, if you guys were honest from the get up, like, I'd have no problem having something with you, a debate going back and forth. I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the problem is that you've been dishonest from day one. And when you're dishonest like that, nobody wants to deal with you. What do you expect? Okay, what do you expect? You have shows talking shit about us, talking about how dumb we are and everything else. You did that to yourself. You're only left with your stuff. Pretending, making AI and everything, pretending that with this, making music videos, that's what you're left with. You can't have a real debate with flat earthers or real people that have experienced what we've experienced, because you're dishonest. And it's not me saying that, just saying that, but I've experienced it myself. These people in the Foundry have experienced it themselves. Ask anybody in the Foundry what they've experienced from you guys. and they'll tell you exactly what they experienced and why we don't go back and forth with you, why we don't have a discourse with you. You understand? Bro Sanchez cleaned the floor with Red's rhetoric, apparently. And so it's not a surprise because there's nothing. You want to know something? When you're armed with the truth, that's the most dangerous weapon. There's no money. There's no story. It doesn't matter whether you have 1 million people, 1 trillion people, a Googleplex, an infinite amount of people. If one person is armed with the truth versus 1 million people armed with the lie, those liars are going to lose every fucking time. Every time. You understand? And if we can't prove it right then and there, it's only a matter of time. Lies don't last long. They just don't. And because you deal in the way you dealt, you guys don't have a leg to stand on. That's your problem, and that's your fault. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. No, it's not that I'm in a denial. I just want to see some tickets. I want to see some tickets. Oh, hey, I feel you, man. I feel you being low on trust. It's hard to trust people these days, man. And that's my thing is we have to remember the whole trust me, bro, and what we said we wouldn't do. Well, do you want to get caught up in the whole trust me, bro? Do you want to trust? My thing is trust, but I have to verify. I would trust it, but I have to verify. You have to prove to me that you did what you said that you did. And I'd say the easiest way to do it is to show me some tickets. I don't think my thing is to not get caught up in emotion either. You can't provide me tickets. Well, that's a problem. I don't know who doesn't exist. Yeah, they're always going to do that. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Hey, Tourette 3006, bro, listen, I was a sucker too. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to do all these things, but can't do them things. My eyes are terrible. Can't fuck around. Most I could have gotten coming out the seat is to be a navigator. And I was like, I don't want to fucking sit there with no damn fucking charts, being a Wizzo or something like that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be the guy flying the plane. So it is what it is, though. I did manage to do a lot of good things though while I was in the service, right? I got to be air crew, got to be Navy diver and everything, got to be on subs. I got to experience these things, and all these things like show how the earth is constructed, how the earth is. Like I didn't even know I was slowly developing myself into a flat earther just by my life choices. I didn't even know it. And so I was fooled too. No. I got you. I got you. But Tourette, I was fooled. We were all fooled into it, man. Like none of us escaped the globe. You know what I'm saying? We were all fooled into their understanding that the earth is a globe. But it is what it is. And we moved on. And my thing is, I'm glad that it happened the way it did because we're just better for it. We're better for it. Now, do I know what this place is? I have no idea. But do I know I'm being fucked with? Hey, man, the beginning of breaking out of a cell is to know that you're in a cell. If you understand you're in a cell and you want to get out, as long as you know you're in a cell, there's a chance. You have a chance. Okay? There's an opportunity. But if you're not going to acknowledge that you are inside of a fucking jail, there's no point. There's no point with arguing with your bunkmates, with your cellmates. There's no point if they don't even know that they're in a jail. But you have to recognize that you've been programmed. So, I mean, we were all fooled, right? We are where we are when we're there. And my thing is, I'm not trying to force any more Globers. I'm not here to force you guys. Okay. We've given you all the tools that you need to be successful in your exploration of what this place is not. Of what this place is not, right? Recognizing what this place isn't. Okay. And here's the thing, you know, another thing I've heard from a lot of globe earthers is, well, show me that it's a ball, it's a flat earth. I'm like, I can't show you that. No, you know, Ryan S, here's my thing. I don't know if they'll get it or not. My thing is to provide to them why I'm not dealing with them, right? I've given them every reason. They are throwing money. They're claiming to throw money my way. Hey, look, there are better, smarter, flat. A lot of these guys in the foundry right now, you can go toe to toe with them, give them the money. Give them that money. Okay? Give them that money. You're not getting me caught up like you got Jaron and you got Witsit caught up. Those guys are like the prime example as to why you just can't go with that fucking, oh, wow, all the glitz and the glory and the glamour, the fame, the people that are going to know my name. That rhymes, by the way. You can't go with that because these people are waiting over there to fucking reel back that check. As soon as they see you reaching for it, they're going to pull it right back and they're going to fool you. They're going to fool you every time. It's not worth it. Memorial Garden, it's good to see you, sir. Welcome. Well, thank God you woke up. Sucks that you had to deal with that and you had to go through it, but I hope you're healing. I hope you're in the healing process and that you're experiencing all the good things in life. But if that's how you learned a lesson, that's wild and that's powerful. That right there is powerful. Yep. Yeah, I totally. Fuck them. Yep. 3 Big Buddy Bob. At it again. Yes, sir. Yeah. And hey, man, and here's my thing is this. So my thing is this, man. When you guys have to realize when you debate people, it doesn't matter who wins the debate, who loses the debate. Nothing has been proven. You actually have to do the things yourself. And there's no experience being gained through a debate. There isn't any, unless there's something that I'm missing. There's no experience. Like, debating is like an exhibition match. It doesn't prove anything. You know, the Giants, New York Giants, went apparently 4-0 like a few times. I remember when I used to watch football all the time. Giants went 4-0 in the goddamn preseason a few times, only to have a shitty season. Fucking perfect fucking preseason doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean nothing. You got to go out. You need to experience these things yourself. You need to experience the earth yourself. Don't take my word for it. Run the experiments yourself. Do the things that F.E. Core used to do. Do the things that Taboo Conspiracy does. Do the things that guys like fucking Bear, like Anthony Bear. Hey, guys, how you doing? This is Anthony Bear, and I'm out here in Miami taking a vacation. There goes my wife all the way down there, and I'm just using my little theodolite, excuse me. And she's way down there. There we are, 3 feet, 3 miles. And then it's supposed to be curving 6 feet, but it's not curving at all. There you go. Anthony Bear. Go ask Anthony Bear. You don't have to listen to Vlad, man, because Vlad is stupid, remember? Vlad is dumb. Vlad's a pussy. Vlad's a grifter. Vlad's a doxer, whatever. I'm pussy. I'm stupid. All those things. Cool. I'll take that. But then again, challenge Bro Sanchez. Challenge Sav. Challenge those guys. Hey, here's the thing. That's even better that you challenge those guys, right? And you offer them the same thing. Offer them that money. Offer those guys that money. And then challenge those guys for the same thing that you were going to give me. Offer them that money. And then you have a much bigger platform to go off of. Those guys have much bigger channels than me. Sav got like 4,000 viewers. He got 4,000 viewers. Bro Sanchez got fucking over like 150,000 viewers. So you know how much You know how much information, you know how much people you guys could reach, you Globers. So go ask Bro Sanchez, challenge them. Also, challenge Sav. Like, challenge these dudes. These dudes are ready. They're available. You see them. They came. They visited us here in the Foundry. Shout out to Sav. Shout out to Bro Sanchez. Right? They visited us here. So they're listening. They know that you're out there. Challenge them. Or I can make it easy for you. For everybody here in the Foundry, for all the flat earthers and globe earthers alike, if you really want to challenge me and you really want me to come out and debate you or speak with you, give everybody in the Foundry $3,000. I'll think about it. If you're going to give everybody $3,000 and I debate you for 2 hours of your time, $3,000 for everybody, and then $3,000 for my $3,000 for everybody, $3,000 for my app, I'll consider it. But there ain't nothing that you could give me. There's nothing that you could give me that's going to make me do that. And why me? Why does it have to be Vlad's channel? Why Vlad? Vlad's stupid. I'm stupid. I'm all those things. Why do you want to challenge me? I'm easy as hell, man. You got guys that you should challenge that are out there that'll go for your challenge. Challenge them. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, it ain't happening over here. But yeah, you guys, Jaren and y'all, you guys, if you want to provide the tickets, if you want to provide those things, you can provide it to them. Because, okay, here it is, y'all. Today, it's official. I don't want to talk about the final experiment no more. Okay, not on Vlad's channel. I want to let it go. I want to let Ticketgate go. No. I want to let it go. Okay, I want to just talk about health, the flat Earth, what we're starting to discover. Right, the synagogue of Satan trying to trick everybody with 3i Atlas and NASA and goddamn Al Qaeda and everything else. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about different ways in which people are figuring out the flat Earth. Right, I want to talk about those things. I don't want to talk about the final experiment no more, y'all. I want to let it go. I want to let those guys listen. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I don't. I can guess all day. But I have my opinion. We've demonstrated that they can't fuck. They can't. Ryan, they can't give us, as soon as I saw it, I said it, but they can't give us the small stuff. And because they can't give us the small stuff, they can't, they then can't, yeah. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, where them tickets at? Okay, from time to time, that's fair. I'll ask for tickets. But I won't go into detail. I'm going to let those guys go. So I won't fucking be like McGruff the crime dog on their ass. If you guys want to ask him about those things, you guys can ask it. But here, it is official. Vlad is no more talking about the final experiment. We're letting that thing just sail off with all the holes in the boat, and we'll let it sink on its own. All right, we've done our part. We've asked our questions. I'm just going to let it ride. I hope those guys do present something, right? But they won't. They won't. But here's my thing. You guys know where it is that I'm coming from with it, why I'm coming from the final experiment the way I am, and that it's an honest question. That's an honest question. Where are your tickets to Punta Arenas? Right? I'm not being evil. I don't think I'm not trying to hurt anybody. You guys just aren't doing the small stuff. But yeah. Oh, Ryan, I've always been back, homie. Ryan, I've always been back. It's what it is that the reason you gotta, and for you guys and David Weiss, for you guys to say that flat earthers are this and that, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. Because I gave you reasons as to why we don't believe nobody. How do you think I feel? Like these guys don't believe me with my app. They think it's full of shit. And I'm like, you know what? I feel why guys are jaded. I'm not mad at them. I get it. I get it because they put money a lot. Listen, there are a lot of people that put a lot of money into Austin with it and Jared. Okay. So I understand why off the bat they're fucking so jaded. I get it. And so if they don't want to like put in for the hours, like I understand. I'm like, I can't force them into it. All I could do is keep presenting the hours. Hey guys, it's the hours. I would love for you to contribute. There's the thing for the hours. I would love for you to contribute. I would love for you to. I want for you to contribute. But I'm not going to force you to contribute. This is for us, and it doesn't make it to where you're not allowed here on the channel anymore if you or on the app or the channel or in the foundry if you don't contribute. Like I love you anyway. It's up to you to contribute to the hours, but I would love for you to contribute to the hours, definitely. I've just contributed. We're growing. It's growing slowly but surely, right? But you know, you want to, you don't. But I understand why people are a bit apprehensive to donate it. Like I get it. And that's not my fault. I didn't give anybody a reason to not trust me. Matter of fact, I'll go out and I'll say I figured I gave everybody every reason to trust me. I've given, which I guess in today's freaking line of work and things, that it's hard to trust a lot of people. But I feel I've given everybody a reason to want to trust me, or at least want to like look into my past, dig my shit up, right? I'm not perfect. And I express my flaws, and I know what my flaws are. I don't hide it and I don't try to act like I'm holy. And I don't try to say that, hey, I'm a pastor, so let me sneak up in your DMs and fuck with you. I don't do that. Even a pastor can destroy your very people. You make yourselves look stupid. Well, okay. Well, we make ourselves look stupid, then you guys would have provided us tickets from day one. I don't think that's stupid. I think that's an honest question. How's that stupid? You guys didn't present the easy things in the world. Is that so because you guys couldn't present the easy stuff? Is that me being stupid and irresponsible, or is that you being stupid and irresponsible? Right? So then we're stupid if we don't just believe what it is you say. We're just stupid for it. That's what it is, guys. Go ahead from now on. Believe everything we say. Believe everything the person says instead of looking at it. Right? Like, I understand for some of you guys that didn't believe that I was doing an app thing, and for some of you guys that did believe I was doing an app thing, you want to know what I did? I provided you the evidence anyway, because I didn't want you guys to just take my word for it. I wanted you guys to see where this information is coming from, that this company is legit, that the money is going where it's going, exactly where it's going, that I have nothing to hide. I have everything to give, right? I wanted y'all to make sure that you guys could trace it all back, trace all the money back, trace the company back, everything. I have nothing to hide, right? And that's the joy of being so upfront and honest about where it is you're going and what it is you want to do. That's the joy of being upfront to everybody. You don't have to conceal your hand, because when you get caught up in a line, now everything falls apart. Everything falls apart. You know, here's my thing. If we're so uneducated, why is it that we know your model better than you do? Why is it that we know your news faster than you do, and we understand where you're coming from when you say certain things better than you do? It doesn't make any sense, since we're so stupid. We understand the globe significantly better than you do. We know your globe model. We know where it derives from better than you do. You guys have no legs to stand on. None. We give you refraction better than you do. We give you diffraction better than you do. We understand the light spectrum a lot, significantly better than you do. We understand this curving. You guys, it's gotten to the point to where now you're saying the Earth curvature calculator or the earth curved 8 inches per mile square within 1,000 miles doesn't work. That's what you guys say. Meanwhile, everything that you guys say is measure at 8 inches per mile square. So which one is it? Is it that your model doesn't seem to work for some reason and your math doesn't seem to work and we're stupid, or we're stupid? Which one is it? How does that happen to work in your globe world? See, that's my thing, is because we're coming from a place of honesty, we're just giving it to you as it is, right? What I mean by that is we're giving you your math, right, based off of the results, not our results, but the results, okay? One of those results come in the form of the flight dynamics, right? The flight dynamics summary, making the assumptions there is a flat Earth. The Earth's curvature is 0. Number 1. Number 2, there is a non-rotating Earth, means it doesn't rotate, it doesn't move, or it doesn't rotate. No Coriolis accelerations and such are present. Okay? Okay? You need to, and here's the thing. This isn't Vlad making this up, okay? This is what it is. And as a pilot, you had better fly that airplane like that. Because if somebody comes up to you and asks you, how are you flying this plane? Are you flying it like the Earth is a ball? They better answer you honestly. Because if they can't answer you honestly, guess what? They don't need a fucking pilot's license. And if they can't answer you honestly, they need to lose their credentials. Am I right or am I wrong? This isn't me just making stuff up, man. This is just how it is. Any pilot worth their fucking weight in gold is just going to be honest with you. We fly it like it's flat. We fly it like it's flat because it's curved. How does that sound? Is this me being stupid, or is this me just asking a question? How does that sound? We fly it like it's flat because it's curved. We fly it from point A to point B without movement because it's moving. Does that make any sense? How does that make sense? Does that make any sense? I'm not, and that's my thing. I'm not making fun of you or nothing. You need to just ask yourself, these are easy questions, kind of like the tickets. Does that make any sense? How is it that I'm flying this thing with the Earth moving underneath me, yet it's not moving at the same time? You're not stupid. It's stupid. That's where Dave comes up with, you're not stupid. It's stupid. It's because it is stupid. I'm just asking questions. Now, my conclusions, I've drawn that you guys are lying about it. Yeah. Well, not you guys, because some of you guys don't even know. But the people that claim that it is what they say it is, they're lying to everybody about it, right? I've drawn my own conclusion. But, you know, with my conclusion, it holds water. It holds water. It doesn't leak all over the place. It doesn't. And so I understand, because you guys want to disagree with us. You don't like what it is we say. You know, our mouth stinks, man. You don't like it. And I get it. You guys have an agenda. Our agenda is the truth. That's it. Our agenda is to get the truth of the information of what this place isn't. Is there a dome? I don't know. Is there a good case for a dome? Sure. Do I know that for sure? I don't know if there's a dome for real. Some people believe in a dome. I don't know if there's one, right? My thing is, I'd love to believe that there's a dome. I'd love to, but I can't prove that. I can't show that. I really can't demonstrate that. There are those of you out there that say that you can do, hey man, all power to you. All power to you. Vlad can't, I can't do that. I can't prove that. But have I seen for myself this dome? I've never seen anything for a dome. I've never seen that. Have I seen this Earth curving ever? No. Have I seen this water line flat for a long, long distance? Yes. Have I seen it curving ever? No. Now, okay, I take that back. I have seen it curving. I've got video of it curving on my GoPro, and I was on the ground looking at a car, and that car was curving along with the rest of the background. Yeah. So have I seen the Earth curving? Yeah, through a GoPro lens, I have. Everything else within the view of that GoPro lens was also curving. So I have seen it from that respect. But in real life, really, yeah, flat as flat can be, flat as the eye can see. And I've seen those things. I've seen the ships dip within the horizon. That's because if you can think like an artist, the sky will meet the earth. The sky will meet the sea. The sky will meet the ground, which will create your horizon. Artists understand that. Artists know you can't see forever. They know that. I'm surprised there aren't more artist flat earthers. You understand? Because I find the mind of an artist to be very interesting. Very interesting. You understand? Because how they can put before you reality is interesting to me. Just imagine if an artist drew the horizon, but the horizon was curving. What would you say if an artist drew the horizon curving? What would you then say? What would you say? What would you think? Think about that. You're not seeing the horizon at the beach because artists that typically draw the horizon and draw what looks their depiction of reality, they draw what they see before them. What if they drew the earth curving in front of you? What would you think? Where would your mind go? You understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Like I've seen a lot of artists, right? A lot I see what a lot of these guys that draw and that paint, and every time they put a horizon, it is flat. It is always flat, as if you took a Polaroid or if you took a regular picture, right? Not or unless they did they did what they saw from a GoPro lens, or unless, I don't know. But what I do know is that no artist, or not too many artists, are going to give you a curved horizon because that's not what they're seeing. They're not seeing a curved horizon. All the horizons are flat. Some artists may put, you'll see the mast at a distance. You'll see it down far away. They may give you that. NASA has lied. Everybody knows NASA lies. Everybody knows NASA lies. Oh, NASA hasn't. Okay. Then explain this. You guys think you're so cute and cheeky, right? Okay. Roger. Okay, I got something for you. Okay, I got something for you. Explain to me this, please. Explain to me this. Okay? I want you to explain this to me. All right? I'm going to bring it up, and I want you to tell me if Vlad made it up, if flat earthers made it up. You tell me why they would call this the blue marble. Can you guys see it? I hope so. This is what NASA is calling the blue marble. If I'm such a liar, if flat earthers are so full of shit, why would they give us? And for all you guys that travel, for all you guys that have been anywhere outside of the US or within the Middle East, or that do anything that involves math, why then would they give this to us as the blue marble, saying, hey, we took this from space? And again, I see this. I didn't find this. This is our brother Leo, Level Earth Observer, that found this. This is from NASA. Look at this. I find problems already. If you guys know what this is, right? And you know what this is, which doesn't exist. You can look at a fucking map. You can look at a map, you can look at anything. This does not exist. This, if this is supposed to be the Red Sea, right? and the Gulf of Aden, the Goa, going into the Red Sea, it's supposed to be open. And then it's supposed to break off into the north, or it's supposed to break off, splitting the Sinai Peninsula. There is no Sinai Peninsula over here. So are we trying to fool you as flat earthers? And this is not a flat earth's rendering, okay? This is not flat earthers making any of this up. This is y'all. This is globe proof that this place is a ball. This is your proof. You know that? This is the blue marble. And this is the best you could come up with. The best is fake, obviously. And this thing is curving, obviously. No stars, nothing. No satellites, no stars, nothing. Nothing. So, I'm not faking that. That's y'all's picture. Y'all made that. We didn't make that. Y'all made that. So this is just, I'm saying this, you guys have left, you guys step in shit and you walk everywhere. You step in shit and go everywhere with your shit track feet. Everywhere. Everywhere. We don't have to lie about anything. All we need to do is present your stuff. That's what I'm saying. Right? You have, and what I love about the community is that you have people all over the flat earth finding evidence of your lies. But the thing is you can't have there is no, if you think about it, I wouldn't even call it flat earth. I would call it lack of globe evidence. There you go. Lack of globe evidence. Lack of it. Because if there was no lack, why would you have to lie about it? Why would you have to make fake pictures about it? If you guys had infinite amounts of evidence supporting this ball. And I'm talking to you guys on TDDS. I'm talking to y'all too. If I'm so stupid, present to me where I'm stupid based off of your lies. And don't you guys see a pattern? You lie about that. You lie about your globe. You lie about this experiment that you guys claim to have done in December. You lie about tickets. You lie. Yet you wonder why we don't want to have anything to do with you. Because I'm not saying that we're perfect, but we are removing ourselves. We want to do the best by removing liars from what we have going on here. We want to remove everything that you have going on from what we have going on. You understand? Does that make sense? There is look left, there's a dip on the painting. What are you trying to say? Yeah. So we want to remove ourselves from that. And then we use your math. That you say that's your math. And so we give you your math and it doesn't work. Lie. That's another lie. $3,000-mile trip. Yeah. Here's the thing. We're not going to change our pitch, right? If we're going for extended distances. Typically, what happens if you're going to move, if you're going to go, or if you're traveling for a long distance at depth, you have it mapped out. You have your destination, your start point to your finish point for a certain amount of time mapped out, right? And if you're going there and you're going to spend a significant amount of time underwater, depending on where you are, you're just going to shoot, you're going to go. You're just going to go. Deep, you're going to go. Not even going to give you a depth, but it's pretty deep. You're just going to pick a spot, you're going to go. And you're going to go for an extended period. So here's my thing. You're not going to change your pitch. And the thing is even on a submarine, you can go up in a control, right? Or you can, depending on if you have that clearance, you could go up into radio. And then you can discuss, exactly what your depth is. And then it's not going to change. You're not going to change your pitch. And that's you. And here's the thing: submarines are dumb fast, right? Some submarines are so like fast attack submarines are very fast, very very fast. Your Seawolf class submarines are extremely fast. Okay. And so at some point, in order to keep from, popping up out the freaking doing an emergency blow, it has to conform, right? Your submarine has to conform to the curvature of the earth. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that because here's the thing is your bow and your stern planes, right? And even your other planes up top, they remain level. They will remain level, and then they're gonna keep going. They're gonna travel. You are going to travel. Now, if you need to stop and slow down and do whatever, there are reasons for that. But yeah, like submarines are underwater airplanes for the most part. They are underwater airplanes. Yeah, right. So Earth isn't flat, right? Yeah, well, Tourette 3006, some people sub to me, some people break away from me, they don't agree. And man, look, I can't force people to do what it is they want to do, right? I can only present off of what I see and what I know, and then I can point you in the right direction as to how to find that same information that I got, right? And then you do with that info as you want, as you will, right? Big PPPL designs and operate the nifty gear. The dummies are allowed to clean it. What is the pitch reference to? What do you mean? The educated big PPL, the big people. Oh, big people, excuse me. Design and operate the nifty. The educated. Yeah. Actually, you have to be qualified in order to operate the gear. So there are people that drive the boat. It's enlisted people that typically drive the boat. And sonar goes straight hundreds of miles underwater. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it just travels straight. Sonar and on the surface, radar travels straight as well. It's Jaron Science. Dr. Bass, how you doing, sir? Jaron Science, since flat earthers weren't supportive of me, so they're all mean. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that's another thing, right? I'm not even talking about the final experiment, but rather Jaron, him acting the way he does. Now he believes in the moon landing and everything else. So the whole thing, it's the whole milk is spoiled, but the date doesn't say it's spoiled, but the milk is spoiled. It's not good. Don't drink the milk because I smell rotten milk over here. And so you're gonna have to go with that because there's something wrong with what it is that's being told to us about what we were presented. Jaron is now saying the moon landing is real and everything else. And whether you're a globe, you have people on both sides, right? On the globe and the flat earth that are saying that the moon landing wasn't real, right? You have people on the side that say the moon landing wasn't real, but the earth is flat. People on the other side saying the moon landing wasn't real, but the earth is still a globe. Okay. Jared don't give a fuck. He's like, hey, and the moon landing's real. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, my YouTube account. Yeah, man. I don't know why, man. Nobody wants to. If they don't sub, they don't sub. Man. I don't have any smoke for nobody, man. Like there are a lot of channels that I feel should be growing mad quick, rapidly, right? And these are people that other people get along with, and that's cool. And their channels grow fast. Mine, it is where it is, man. And it stays there. And I'm fine with that. I don't need to have a gigantic channel. I don't need that. I don't need all that, bro. We good where we at. I'm good where I'm at. As long as I keep real with my shit, I'm good right where I am. I'm good, right? Where I am. Flat Bob, what Flat Bob? I don't know. Put your shit out there, man. Let me know what it is you said. I subscribe to your shit. I don't know how. I don't know how you lost a sub, but I subscribed. Yeah. No. I think Brian, I think there's a mix. I think that somebody got paid, but it wasn't them really. They didn't really get paid. I don't think they really, I don't, yeah. Something ain't right with that whole thing. Something ain't right. I don't know what amazing globe proof you talking about. Oh, globe. Oh, Flat Bob. Okay. Let's see what you got. Yeah. I don't know what amazing globe proof, but I'll take a look. Let's see what our brother Flat Bob got. Let's check it out. This is our man Flat Bob, brother Flat Bob in the Foundry, and this is his channel, guys. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up. That's funny because I'm subbed, but yet I have your alerts, but I didn't get nothing. This was 2 days ago. That's funny, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna play Flat Bob real quick. You guys, this will be our little go between. But let's check out Flat Bob. Make sure you pump that volume up. Make sure you sub to our brother Flat Bob as well. Here it is. Azimuthal, equidistant. Let's check it out. Projection is a non-reality. It just doesn't work. Let's check it out. Y'all can see that? Let's hope so. Here's our brother Flat Bob. And without further ado, y'all, Flat Bob, y'all. Let's check it out.
Family. All right. I wanted to do this video for a while. It's been kind of putting it off, but I'm going to get into it real quick. So a lot of flat earthers, and I do mean a vast majority of flat earthers, believe in some way, shape, or form of this model. This model is incorrect. This is a non-reality. It is non-factual. There are many problems with it. One, most people think that it's just a monopole world, right? In reality, every magnet has two poles, has two of them. We have one pole in the north, and they say that there's no south pole, but there is a south pole. There objectively is a south pole because all magnets have two poles. There is not a single monopole or unipole magnet in existence. They all have two poles. Also, the lines of latitude get shorter south of the equator. These have them stretching out to infinity. That is a non-reality. Okay. Also, the sun. There's a reason why most globers think that flat earthers are retarded, and it's because a lot of them deny basic reality. So on the equinox means equal day and night. All right. On the equinox, if you are on the equator, the sun is going to rise exactly 90 degrees east, and it's going to set exactly 270 degrees west, and it's going to follow a perfectly straight path. All right. It's not, the sun is not doing circles 3,000 miles overhead. If it was, then if you were on the equator at the equinox, you would, if you're in North America, you would see the sun rise kind of northeast of you. You would see it traveling south of you at midday, and then you would see it setting northwest. That is not what we witness. If you are on the equator, right, during the equinox, you're going to see it follow a perfectly straight path. That is impossible if the sun's doing circles, right? The sun cannot follow a straight path and be doing circles at the same time. It is a non-reality. It's fictional. Like I said, there's a reason why people think that flat earthers are retarded, and it's because we deny basic things. You can get anybody that lives on the equator to see this, right? Also,
so people that live by the equator, if you'd like to know, I think slightly north of the equator, if I'm not mistaken. No, south of the equator, I think. I forget. Hawaiians, people that live in Oahu or that live on the Hawaiian Islands, they live along the equator. You know what I'm saying? People in Ecuador, people in Sumatra, freaking what is it? Not Ghana, but Libreville, right? Equatorial Guinea and those countries, Brazil, those guys live on the equator, right? They could tell you what this thing looks like during the equinox. So definitely pay attention.
So on the Tropic of Capricorn, right, during the winter solstice, say you're in Australia, you're going to see the sun rise south of east and it's going to set south of west, right? This is well documented, it's well recorded, right? That is impossible, again, if the sun is only traveling between the tropics, right? Because on the Tropic of Capricorn, the sun cannot be rising down here if you're in Australia. It's not going to be rising down here because that's down in Antarctica. It stays between the tropics. So that is another major problem. So most flat earthers claim a unipole. It's not unipole. Most flat earthers deny what the sun does on the equator at the equinox. And a lot of people deny what happens with the sun rising and setting south of east and south of west in Australia and in South America and in Africa. So those are a few problems. Look into it. All right. I do not agree with this model. I think this model is a PSYOP 100%, and it's pushed by all of the main flat earther shills like Flat Earth Dave. He pushes this model. I know Witsit tried using this model a few times. Jaron pushed this model, even though Jaron and Flat Earth Dave were both shown exactly how this model does not work, and they still continue to push it. They plugged their ears and denied reality, and they made flat earthers look retarded, and they misled a bunch of people. It does not matter how many people you wake up. I hear a lot of people saying Flat Earth Dave woke a lot of people up. It does not matter how many people you wake up if you are intentionally misleading them. All right, if you're still...
So Billy Corrigan, what model? Here's my thing. We are flat earthers, okay? We are flat earthers, period. So we begin with the constitution of the earth beneath our feet. That's where we begin. I'm going to say it one more time, like Dr. Umar Johnson. That's where we begin. We begin with the earth not curving. Now, there are a million reasons in how we came to those conclusions, right? It's not curving, it's not moving, but it's not curving, okay? It's not curving. So, like, you with this information that you're hearing now, that's about what's in the sky. We could tell you, and we could use your globe model, globe reality math to demonstrate that it's not curving. Like I said, we can use your globe reality, globe model math to demonstrate that it's not curving. And we have time and time over and over again that it's not curving. Because if this place was a ball, if it was a globe, there would be at some point to where it curves, and it doesn't. You understand? It's as easy as it gets. You see, it's as easy as it gets. I'm not trying to give you any fucking, I'm not trying to give you anything special. I'm not trying to tell you you an asshole. I'm not telling you any of that. I'm giving it to you plain as day. But the thing is, you don't have to listen to me. I don't need you to listen to me. And the only thing I would recommend is that you go out and you see it for yourself. You have to go out. Like, we could talk to Will Blue in the face. My goal is not that. My goal is for you to go out, see for yourself. Matter of fact, let me ask you something. Has anybody seen the movie Excalibur? Who's seen that movie Excalibur? I love that movie. The 1980s version of Excalibur. Thought that movie was amazing. Love that movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't watch too many movies often, not even often, but multiple times. That is one movie that I watch a lot, right? Excalibur. I love the movie Excalibur. Think it's a great movie. Now, I don't want it to be a spoiler alert. I want you guys to check it out. Check out the 1981 Excalibur. All right, now the point I'm making is this: towards the end of that movie, right, King Arthur has a fight with his half son, Mordred, right, and it is not even his half son; it is his son. That is his son. He just person he had sex with in order to have Mordred is the crazy part, but he has his son Mordred. He gets into a fight with them, and they basically lance each other. They kill each other. But he lasts a little bit longer. He's mortally wounded, and Mordred now is dead. At the end, he has the guys, or not even the guys, but one of the knights of the Round Table. I think it's Percival, right? And so Percival goes up to him, and then he's like, he gives Percival Excalibur. And so basically, given to him Excalibur, he's like, all right, take this fucking sword, chuck it in the water, right? While Arthur's lying there dying, right? And so Percival leaves, comes back, and then it's still light out. Arthur's like, what did you see? He's like, oh, nothing, just some calm water. And then he's like, Arthur knew he was lying. He knew he was lying. Because basically the point that I'm getting at is, all right, let me finish the story first. So he's like, no, now I need you to fucking get the fucking sword and go out there and throw it into the damn lake. Throw it out there into the lake. So Percival does just that. He takes the sword, launches it right out into the lake, and then, big old hand comes out, pops up, grabs the freaking sword, and then brings it back down. And then, sadness, big old crescendo of an ending, and then he looks out, he sees Arthur's body being sent out into the distance, like into the mists towards Avalon, right? I don't know where he's going. The Elysian Fields, where all the warriors go, everything else like that. Now, if you haven't seen Excalibur, the 1981 version, I highly recommend it. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to watch it tonight, right? That's going to be for me. Good movie. But basically, the point that I'm saying is that Percival never would have experienced, and based off of the movie, Percival never would have experienced the sword being yanked out of the. Nobody would have expected. If you'd never told anybody, or nobody had ever experienced it for themselves, telling somebody that you're going to see a hand come up and fucking grab the sword after you chuck it at the water, you're going to see a hand come up, grab it, and then pull it down. In their mind's eye, it looks one way, but in real life, they don't know because they've never experienced it. Does that make any sense? So for Percival to go to Arthur and say, hey, man, I didn't see anything, just calm water. Well, that's because he saw calm water, because that's not because he didn't do the other thing. He didn't do the other part. So he saw calm water, right? Until he does the other part. Until Percival takes the sword, Excalibur, and throws it out into the lake. After he throws it out into the lake, Lady of the Lake, her hand comes up, grabs the sword, pulls it down. Something that Percival, because Arthur didn't tell him shit, Percival was never ready for that. Never ready to see an arm come out the water and just yank that motherfucker into the water. It's like, oh shit, wow. And then probably when he was going back for Arthur, it was too late, because at the end, like you see it. I don't want to spoil the end. I want you to see it for yourselves, y'all. But basically, that's the same thing as experiencing the flat earth. Doesn't matter what it is we say. Doesn't matter what it is we don't say. You're going to believe what's in your mind's eye. What's in your mind's eye. Right? And your mind's eye is full of a bunch of imagination. Your mind thinks of a bunch of things, but it's not reality. It's not reality. It's not real. It's not real. That's what that's the best your mind could come up with, right? Lying in ponds and distributing swords is not a basis for a system of government. No. I got you, Sal. No. I'm just giving an example. Me and my analogies and stuff. So I was just giving an example, but you have to experience these things for yourself. Nobody would know the Lady of the Lake exists unless they threw the goddamn sword in the water and seen a hand pop up and grab it, right? Here's another one. Like me as a kid, I grew up watching Mike Tyson. Not real. Oh, I grew up watching Mike Tyson, right? Love Mike Tyson as a fighter. I couldn't even begin to tell you about how awesome Mike Tyson was and how scared I was to fucking get up during the Mike Tyson's fight and go to the bathroom, because it was like I needed to see everything going on, because there was a good chance that you'd miss the rest of the fight because Mike would have beat the dude up, right? But seeing Mike Tyson play and hearing about how Mike Tyson fought are two totally different things. And I equate that to people that grew up watching Muhammad Ali. I didn't grow up watching Muhammad Ali, right? I didn't grow up watching who people call the GOAT, the greatest of all times. And it's not just by how he fought and the magical things he did in the ring, but also the principle and how he held himself accountable as a man, and the principle that he had and his convictions on how he saw things, right? And so because of that, man, in a lot of people's eyes, Muhammad Ali is bigger than just a boxer. He's something that a lot of people would strive to be like, right? Strive to emulate his actions. We wish we could be like that, right? And you could argue that he's not the greatest, sure, but the things that he did, it goes beyond him being an actual boxer. But the thing is, again, I never got to see Muhammad Ali fight in real time. Of course I could go to the old films, but it's not the same. When you experience that, it's kind of like the people experiencing Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson, which is what many of us grew up with. Like, the kids will never understand. What they'll understand, though, is Floyd Mayweather. They'll understand, LeBron James. So our reach when explaining to them the Mike Tysons, the Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, the Muhammad Alis and stuff like that, right? It would never reach their ears or their soul because they didn't get to witness it. You guys need to see the flat earth. But the good thing is that the flat earth ain't going nowhere. It ain't changing for nobody. The earth ain't changing for nobody. It ain't curving for nobody. So you guys have your own not even due diligence, but your own experiences to have, which you could still have. You could still go out and you could still see these things, right? There's no more Georgia Guidestones. That's one thing that we're never going to experience. But you know what? The flat earth is never going to change. That's something you could go out and you can see for yourself. You can experience that for yourself. You can measure these things for yourself. And because there is no curvature measurement, it's not curving. It's that simple. Man, I'm going all day. I could go on all day with these analogies and stuff like that. It's just not curving. Right. But again, don't trust me, bro. Take my word for it. I'd really like for you guys to see it for yourselves and tell me what you see. You go out there and tell me what you see and be honest. Right. Did you see a hand come up out the water, or did you just see calm water? What'd you see? Right. Did you see the lady of the lake do her thing, or what'd you see? Tell me what you saw and what you didn't see. Right. I think that's the most important thing. You didn't see a curve because ain't no curve. I don't know how much more I could say it. My thing is, I'm not attacking. Here's my thing. I'm not attacking you Globers, calling you dumb. I'm not going out there doing all that. You guys do that to us, calling us stupid, saying we lack education, saying this, saying that. I'm not going out there doing that to you. But you guys have an opportunity to go out and make this right. You guys have an opportunity to see for yourselves and go out there and tell us if you measured curve. Like, I'm waiting on it. I really, every Glober that's out there, we all look forward to it. Go out there, measure curve, and tell us where you found this curve at, because I'm not making fun of you either. I want you to just really tell us where you find this curve, and we'll do our part and we'll go search again. But I have an idea that you're not going to find anything. You're not going to find any curve. you're going to find a lot more than you bargained for. That's what my bet is. I'm betting that, right? So I'm going to let you guys have it. I'm going to let y'all ride. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. I really hope you guys do your part, right? Definitely, please, guys, please offer a little something to the OWRS, right? The OWRS is here. It is growing. We are still growing here on the OWRS, right? It's the real deal. The Old World Ruins and Structures app family. There is no commercial yet, but I really look forward to you guys contributing to the OWRS. Please contribute to the OWRS app. Phase 2, we are on phase 2, you know? And for all you guys that know, you know what phase 2 entails. I'm not hiding anything. If you think I am, like, you guys have my email address. You can email me, right? Definitely, if you're coming from a place of honesty, you can ask me. If you're just coming to fuck with me and troll with me, like, I'm not, like, you're just making it harder on yourselves. I've given you guys everything to look at, right? But here it is. Please. There it is. Please contribute to the OWRS. Please contribute to the OWRS. Anything helps. I appreciate you guys. But again, we're 2 hours and 42 minutes in this thing. I would love for you guys to just enjoy the rest of your day, right? We're past 5 o'clock right now. It's 5 o'clock. Definitely go eat dinner, especially if you're in the States. If you're out there in Europe, I know it's getting late. You know, the honeymoon is on, or the Jeffersons or something late. I want you guys to enjoy your night. I want you guys to enjoy it. But I'll let you guys ride out. Zach Sullivan, welcome, sir. I want Sheperno. Welcome. Good to see you. Joe No, what's happening, fam? Good to see you. See Lightning, what's up, bro? Good to see you. And shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. But again, leaving you guys with my blessing. Wish you guys nothing but the best, family. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. Most of all, wisdom, fam. Wisdom. And with that, fam, I love you. I'm out. Please make sure to contribute to the OWRS. The OWRS app. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it one more time. There it is on PayPal. Please contribute to the OWRS. With that, fam, I love you guys. I'm out. You guys have a good day. Salutes and peace. Let's get some Jeffersons action going on here.
Yes, we're moving.